if you're dealing with knee pain on the side of your knee with running, squatting, stairs, foam rolling and stretching are not going to fix it. What you really need to do is strengthen your knees and hips. Here are 3 exercises that you can do to fix your outer knee pain for good. So the first exercise I'll show you is called a standing fire hydrant, and you're actually going to need a resistance band like this. So to do the standing fire hydrant, you're going to need to put the band around your knees, and then you're going to stand on one leg with your knee bent just a little bit. If you have trouble balancing on one leg, you can hold onto a chair or a stick, and then you're going to take the knee that's up and you're going to lift it out to the side like you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, and then slowly bring it back down. Now make sure when you're doing this one, you're not leaning over to the side to counterbalance and force your leg up, because that would be cheating. Try to isolate the motion just to your hips and your legs moving out to the side, and your trunk is staying stable and straight. And then for all of these exercises I'm going to show you, I say start off with 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Good place to start. You can modify it depending on your needs. And the standing fire hydrant is a good exercise to target the gluteus medius in particular. The muscles of the leg that's moving out to the side are working, but then also the muscles of the leg that you're standing on are also working. So it's kind of a 2 for 1. The second exercise is called a squat with an external rotation isometric. That's a mouthful, but there's no fun name for it like standing fire hydrant. So for this one, you'll keep the band around your knees. You're gonna squat down to about 45 to 60 degrees. You don't have to go all the way down to 90 for this one. And then you're going to make sure you keep your feet planted on the ground, big toes included especially. And then what I want you to do is push your knees out to the side and hold it for 5 seconds. Now make sure your big toes don't come off the ground. Make sure they stay on the ground. And then after that 5 seconds is done, you release it, come back up. You'll do this 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, but 5-second holds at the bottom. This exercise is going to target your quads, your glutes, those deep rotator hip muscles, but you also might feel it even in your feet as you're trying to keep your big toes down on the ground. So it kind of targets everything up the chain. And the next exercise is called, all right, this exercise is a lateral step down, so a sideways step down, but there's a little bit of a variation to it. So for this one, you'll need a stair step, curb, anything that has 6 to 8 inches. And then you're gonna have one foot on, the other foot is gonna be floating off. Again, if you have trouble balancing, you could, again, hold on to something. And then instead of just going straight down like you're stepping down off the curb sideways, you're going to tip yourself forward, almost like what we call a single leg Romanian deadlift. If you're not familiar with that, don't worry about it. But pretend like you're one of those birds that tip like this and dip its beak in the water. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if they still make those. You're gonna tip forward, bending at the hips, back stays straight until you feel your glutes tightening up. Once you feel your glutes tightening up, then you can bend your knees and lower yourself down and touch the ground with your other foot. Come back up. That's 1 rep. 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. But this one is gonna target your glutes with the bending at the hips, but then also your quads as you're lowering yourself down, very much like using stairs or something. Now the benefit of this exercise is that sometimes if you have knee pain on the side of your knee, as you're going up and down stairs, your knee will start hurting. This particular variation will focus more of the glutes doing most of the work and less of your knees. So it'll probably feel better doing it this way than if you're just going up and down stairs normally. Now, while these exercises are good for strengthening your hips and knees so that your knee stops hurting, You also need a strong core to run. Otherwise, you might end up with back pain like this one client I had. And I'll make a video about how I helped him strengthen his core with the right exercise so he could get back to running pain-free. And I'll put that video right over here.